Hi Pisces, this is going to be your Sun, Moon, and Rising video for February 2026. I finally reached the finish line. This is the last video. It's been a tough week for me. So, I have already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. I will get straight into the reading, but before I do that, I want to introduce you to the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification should we need, and we will wrap the reading up with the Psychic Oracle Tarot. So let's get started. I will put another shuffle and rifle on the deck. A rifle, let's cut the deck. This will be 9 cards down. Here we go. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Queen of Wands. Even if you are a Pisces, you can be a fire queen. We can all take on the qualities of the different suits depending on what's going on in our lives. Knight of Wands. Ten of Swords. Nine of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. The World card. So that's 2 tens. Last card, the Fool. What over the entire reading? The energy, the Lover's card. Hang on. So as I was saying, I have one, two, three major arcana card all at the bottom of the spread. I have 2 wands, I'm sorry, 3 wands, a sword, a cup, and a pentacle. Two court cards, let's start with the 10 of Swords. Swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. This is like being stabbed in the back, literally. It says that maybe somebody has ambushed you, they surprised you and did this, or that so many things came at you, thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, communication, that it was too much at one time. But if you look at the card, it doesn't take 9 swords or 10 swords to kill anybody. All it takes is one well-placed sword. So it may be that you are experiencing hip pain, lower back pain, neck pain. Okay? It says that you were betrayed in some way, or you think you were betrayed in some way. Something happened that you were not prepared for. But it also says that it's the darkest before the dawn. See how the sunrise? It can also speak about travel over water, by water, near water, very soon. Sometimes I see the swords as weeks. So, everything else is going on around this Ten of Swords. So the cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. The Six of Pentacles is all about, it's a six, and sixes always represent the energy of love, balance, and harmony. So this could be about, it's about philanthropy. It's about giving. It's about sharing what you have. So maybe someone has come to your aid and rescued you financially when you most needed it. Or maybe you can help your family in some way when they most need it financially. It's about someone helping you, or you helping them financially, or doing something for them. It's not always money. There are other ways to help people. But if we look at the card closely, we see that one figure is receiving everything and one figure is receiving nothing. So the card asks you about looking at the balance between what you give and take, or how you give and receive. The Nine of Cups. I have a love-hate relationship with this card because it only talks about that your wishes will come true. So maybe somebody came to your financial rescue, and that's what you have been hoping for. That's all the card ever tells me. It doesn't tell me anything else. The Queen of Wands is typically an entrepreneurial queen. She doesn't necessarily have a set profession, so she can be do anything. Run a business, be a business lady, an accountant. She can do anything. Okay? She is usually sexual. She's a go-getter. She's exciting. People like to be around her. But if she's in her most negative, she can be highly manipulative. And the Knight of Wands comes out of her court. So this is a message. I would say within a day or week. And he's coming from the future into the past. So this is a message that you will receive that you have been dealing with before. It comes in fast. It comes in hot. The person is, whoever the messenger is somewhat reckless. But Knights come to move a situation along. That's the only thing they do. They bring some kind of message which precedes the movement of events. And we can see the person here looking back towards him. So, the Nine of Wands, I have two nines by the way. The Nine of Wands is about focusing on completion of events, so to speak. The 10 and the 9 are somewhat interchangeable. And this card talks about like you feel as though you have been battered, bruised, and beat up. You may have like a head injury or a headache. But the card also says you have all the strength, courage, and determination to get back into the fight. And I think this is you carrying the message, you're getting back into the fight, or someone is asking you to get back in the fight. I think it happened quite rapidly, like maybe a surprise kind of message. The reason why I say that, because behind the figure is 8 Wands. And 8 Wands speak to fast-moving events. Okay? But the last row, all major arcana. So I think these are the lessons you're going to have to learn. That life has its ups and downs. Okay? And that a big life change is coming. There's nothing you can do about it. Whatever is going on, whatever this is, that's a big life event change. I think it could have something to do with the changing of the nodes, because I have 2 cards depicting the nodes of the moon changing. Taurus, Scorpio to Leo and Aquarius. I have the World card. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about learning to fix yourself in the center of the wheel so that you're not too disturbed when things go wrong or change. Because on the wheel, when you're down, you only have one way to go, which is up, and eventually you have to go back down. That's why I say be nice to those people you met on the way up, because you're going to meet the same people on the way down. It says that some exciting new life planning will begin. The World card, again with the nose. It's about being in place, I think, at the right time, but also says you are protected before you have to step out. You have balance. You should regain balance. But it also talks about a graduation of sorts. So this could be a spiritual graduation, like moving to the next level. It says you have lived enough and learned enough that you can make your own decisions. But you have to take responsibility for the decisions you made. And talks about new conditions coming in, particularly with the water, with the tarot, with the Wheel of Fortune card, and the Fool card, because the Fool card is the beginning. It's a 0, so anything is possible. It can be a new job, learning new skills, taking on new projects, travel. All these cards indicate some kind of travel for me. The Wheel of Fortune, the World card, like overseas, over water, around water, by water, near water, taking a trip. And in order to embody the energy of the Fool card, you have to have be open to new things, new experiences. And over the whole reading, we have the Lover's card. And people think that the Lover's card is always about a couple, but it's not. It's really about choices. Making choices. And being responsible for making your choices. But it also says choose wisely, because if you don't, the consequences will be far-reaching. It's about marrying the feminine and masculine energies within yourself, trying to heal it. Whatever the thing is, it's a thorny situation. See, that looks like a thorn to me, even though it's a mountain. And so I can only look at 4 cards, I'm sorry. I can't look at the 2 court cards. But I can look at the 6 of Pentacles. Listen, the 9 of Cups is not going to tell me anything. That's why I hate it and love it. But I'll check and see anyway. The 10 of Swords and the 9 of Wands, as it relates to these 3 major arcana cards. This is big energy at the end of the month for you, Pisces. I think everything is going to change. Sometimes, you have to... just like accept the end, whatever the ending is. Just accept it. No matter that somebody did you wrong or whatever, sometimes, just accept it. Because if you try to fight it, you are going to hinder your progress spiritually. You throw up roadblocks. Like right here. These are blocks, obstacles, and delays. But if you just accept it, that's the way it is, that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it happened, then you get to move on to new conditions. Let's start with the Six of Pentacles. Sometimes you can't fight all the time. You just have to give up and accept it. And there's nothing wrong with giving up and accepting it. But, sometimes you have to. The Six of Pentacles with 3 Wands cards. It's telling you to shift your focus from your work to your personal life. You need to find ways to relax and slow down your mind and body. It also says it may be prompting you to check your health and well-being. Some care needs to be taken. Prevention is better than a cure. Nine of Cups. Just a wish card. Your wish will come true through travel, new conditions, maybe even moving, okay, overseas or something like that, but accepting the ups and downs. That's what it said. When the Nine of Cups has major arcana with it, this will tell you how your wishes will come true. And 2 tens always talk about, let me see, a career change for the better. I think it will come to some kind of business partnership or offer. Let's see the Nine of Wands. Nothing. And the Ten of Swords. Nothing. But it does tell you, because we have 2 tens, we have 2 nines. Let me tell you what they mean. 2 nines suggests a house move or change of address. That's what I was saying. I think something is going to happen and you will move and get a new job. But if you try to fight it, just don't do it. The Fool card. At the tail end of the reading signifies that you are on the very beginning of your journey. Circumstances will come about that will force a change in direction. Okay? And so don't be bitter. Don't be cross. Sometimes when you let go of things that you try to hang on to so much, to let go is freedom. Just say, fuck it. I'll start over. Because sometimes we're tied too much to things, places, and individuals. Right? There's other people out there. There's other places out there. There's other jobs. There are other experiences. I know that's kind of hard in this job market, but you never can tell. So, I'm going to pull a Psychic Oracle Tarot. Because I don't think this can be a hard mental energy to come out of, because you feel so battered and bruised and beat up. like you have lost. Maybe you lose a legal case. But you really haven't lost anything. Not really. I think that's a beautiful reading. I honestly feel, particularly with this card and this card, you may receive some kind of offer to move overseas. Because the Wheel of Fortune is a Jupiter card, and Jupiter rules foreigners and foreign places and foreign lands. And the World card could be saying you get to go on world travel. You're just at the beginning of your journey. So, here we go. Number 18. The Moon. Shadow. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. We all can. The Shadow card. This card represents emotions. Since, by the way, Pisces is ruled by the moon. Okay? The card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. The world is in constant flux. And one thing is certain. Everything changes. That's what this card is all about, too. Nothing stays the same. And you have to accept the highs and the lows. This card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul. You must learn to confront what you avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself. As it does, so do you. The Shadow card promises that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Recognize that by no longer denying your past and letting the chips fall, you will discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is a cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. This card indicates that this is a time when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. Learn to open up to it, or if need be, to turn it down. Your body is one big psychic antenna, so you must remember that you're in control of how high or low you want the reception to be. Mother Earth can assist you in this period of change, sensitivity, and healing. And that's what I have for you for February 2026, Pisces. Good luck and namaste.